clicker working?
Yeah, is there a little deal to plug it in?
Yeah, I put it into the tower. But someone take it out?
I think that under instructor took it out. I thought it was his, so I didn't say anything to him.
Thank you.
Okay, so the clicker's not working.
What was that?
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's still installed
There.
here.
Here we go.
It's working.
Yay.
So that,
Okay, cool.
okay, got it. Now it's working. Well, I figured since it was Veterans Day, and some of us might know veterans, some of us are veterans, some of us aren't. But I figured I'd talk about the Merchant Marines. They're veterans. Some of them are veterans, not all of them. But during World War II, they were a big part of military operations, and most military operations they've been a part of. So I want to go a little bit about them, and also some information of what they do in peacetime. U.S. Merchant Marines. I'm a licensed Merchant Marine, have been since 2005. I went to work on a cruise ship, and to be a U.S. flagship, you have to be a U.S. Merchant Marine. All fleets, all countries have Merchant Marines. Pretty much their flagships are ran by their Merchant Marines. Dwight Eisenhower in World War II says, when the final victory is ours, is no organization that will share its credit more than deservedly than the Merchant Marines. During peacetime, they're the tugboats, the merchandise, and the cruise ships that transport everything we need across the country into other parts of the world. They work the rivers, the oceans, deal with extreme weather, the pirates. Everybody seen the new commercial for Captain Ron? It's a movie coming out. It's about a U.S. flagship that was captured by pirates. Which, by the way, captain is not what you call a captain of a ship. Captain is to deal with Air Force or Army, or I'm not real sure which one it really came from. But they're actually called masters. So they're not called captains. That's only for people who don't work ships. I think it's more of an idea thing. But they have to deal with extreme weather. The ocean can sink a ship in a second. I mean, it doesn't take long for an ocean just to develop, no matter how big the ship is. I mean, everybody saw Titanic. It went down pretty quickly. And with the pirates, everywhere they go, they're still around. They still attack ships, try to get the merchandise, auction off the people for more money. And that's only during peacetime. During war, they're the #1 target. They are targeted by everybody who is against them, because the key to war is to cut off the supply line. And the Merchant Marines is the supply line for the U.S. and for other countries. They are very, the supply lines for every country. During World War II, these are some of the posters that they had. And they still have to work the rivers, but during World War II, they supplied 87% of the military supplies and troops. They also lost more than any other division in World War II there was. And a lot of it had to do with the wolf packs. That was subs that went out patrolling for them every day. And they were a group of subs that would go for Merchant Marine ships to sink them. And they targeted them day and night. We lost 5,000 merchant ships before 1945 because of the subs. And that doesn't even count the Japanese side. Now, these are pictures of one's a drawing and one is a picture of a sub sinking a merchant ship. They were heroes, but the key is they're not recognized by the U.S. as military vets at one time. They are now recognized a little bit by them, but when they went to sea, they had no benefits from the military. If they died, there was no survivor benefits. There was no Navy check to the survivors. If their ship sunk, there was no pay. Their pay stopped the minute the ship sunk. If they were captured, they got no pay. It ended. They got no VA benefits. But they could be court-martialed during that because they were part of military operations. But since they were civilians working for the military, they didn't get any of these benefits. And this is one of the biggest problems with them is a lot of people don't know about them. As I said, I didn't know about them until 2005. Really anything about them. But they fought for this country in many ways by shipping. And they went out there knowing that if they lost their life, no one got any benefits. Which is a great thing about them is nowadays they do have a little more benefits, but they still don't get recognized. Now, these are one vets I'd like just people to know about because their story. But they are a wonderful group of people, but all of our vets are. And we need to take care of all of our vets. And I would like to say thank you to all the vets that have fought for this country because really, they stand there, they stand on a wall, or they go over to Iraq, and they take a bullet for us. And they say, no one's gonna harm you tonight. Quote from Goodwill. The movie, I forget the name of the movie. But I just want to thank the vets.